I wanted to give my unsolicited reaction to a couple of things that's going on right now. Just like everybody scrolling social media, they see the different stories that's popping off and taking place. This particular piece of content that I saw, uh, some would call it Texas business. Some would call it Fort. Uh, some would call it Texas business. Hopefully it just stay business. That's the key word, business. Hopefully it just stay business. You see what I'm saying? What am I talking about? Well, being a OG, not OG in the sense that I got all these bodies, then been to jail for all these years, then been in trouble my whole life. I'm an OG because I'm willing to give guidance to the youth and whomever may lack if I have that info for them at that time. Because at one point in time, I was a youth that needed guidance. My street career, it takes place over 30 years ago. I know I may look young and beautiful and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But my street career when I was in the streets, man, that happened over damn near 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? A little under 30 years. But what I realized about when I was coming up in PA, Port Arthur, Texas, uh, compared to what I see these days in different cities like HTown, DF Dub, places like that, um, you run into it, and it's probably because it's way bigger. PA could never be compared to the entire city of Houston or Dallas. Only a part. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, when I used to be in Dallas, PA reminded me of South Dallas. You see what I'm saying? Or any poverty-stricken area in the DFW. It reminds me of a Port Arthur. You see what I'm saying? Houston, the same situation. But because you have so many more people in these metropolitan cities, you have a multitude of everything in abundance. You have, we talking street shit now. I'm talking street shit to you, baby. Real street shit. Yeah, so you have more of everything. You have more work in the hood. You have more players in every section of the game. Players that's, doing this, players that's doing this, players that's doing that, and players that's, robbing and stealing. Because it's way more people, it's way more abundance of those type of things taking place. But what I also recognize, and I'm talking about back then to now, back then till now. Back then, in my city, you had them boys that was willing to put it down, put in work, but it was few and far in between. Probably like I'm gonna give a percentage of 3 out of 10. This is just my opinion. 3 out of 10. So if you got 10 niggas where I'm from, 7 of them pussy. You know what I mean? I don't mean no disrespect, but I'm just saying, willing to just go all out and act a plum fool is only 3 of them. You see? And that was back then. I'm not saying right now. I don't know nothing about the streets right now. I've been out of the streets over 25 years or better. But back then, 3 out of 10. If it was 3 of them, they was really solid. They was really stumped down, get down for they crime, gonna do whatever they got to do and however they want to do it. The other 7 was just looking the part. You know what I mean? Damn it, boy. The other 7 was just practicing looking hard. I knew a nigga used to stand in the mirror and practice what he was gonna say. I ain't lying. Come on, man. Straight business. This nigga used to stand in the mirror and make facial expressions and practice his response. Now, if that ain't a fake nigga, I don't know what it is. But now, all I'm saying is where I'm from back in the day, 7 out of 10 was pussy, 3 was really solid. Boom, 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 boom. But me traveling, you know what I'm saying, throughout state to state and city to city, squeezing on asses and pinching on titties, going to HTown, DFD, Fort Worth, all that type of shit. What I realized, I've met way more niggas that'll get down for their crown in these areas. If you say, take one from each hood, how many out there 10 gonna really get down with it? Nigga, it might be a little different out there. It might be 7 to lay your ass down and 3 pussy. You see what I'm saying? It's a total difference. And that's because it's abundance of everything. It's a more money, it's more bitches, it's just more everything. But yeah, so I say all that to say this. It's Texas business. And me being an OG, again, not because I just did all kind of detrimental things, you know what I'm saying? Just me standing how I stand, being a father, being a big brother, being an uncle, just being a man. You know what I'm talking about? I don't have a dog in that fight because I don't know neither one of them boys personally. I think I ran into Go Yayo way back in the day one time. Sauce, I still have never met Sauce, even though we've been in some of the same places. You know what I'm talking about at the same time, but I never mutually, hey, what's up, boom, boom, boom. A fan of both of those guys. If y'all looked on my Instagram, you'll see while Go Yayo was locked up, I always was mentioning him and talking about him because I knew the power he had. Now, he lost a little steam in the 4 years he been gone, but he can gain all that back because he right on time. He really was ahead of his time. So let's get down to it. Go Yayo and CJ Casino trolling one another. Now, what I would like to think in the perfect world is that's all they doing. You should love when a man is talking, especially when 2 men have an issue. You should love when 2 men are talking. Even if they slick hating and slick dissing each other, you should love that. Because the problem is when they stop talking. You hear that silence? That means when they stop talking, they thinking. And when men are at odds with one another, not only are they thinking now, but they thinking tactical. And that's what you don't want, especially amongst brothers. I'm not saying blood related. I'm just saying black men, 2 black men. When they go to being tactical, that's what you don't want. Now, what you do want is them talking, entertaining, bumping, throwing slugs at each other. You want that. You want that. What you don't want is that chatter to stop. Now, back in the day, if somebody invited you to a fight, oh yeah, we like it and love it and want some more of it. Come on, man. Hey, fighting was what we did. These days, yeah, youngsters don't want to do no fighting. But the ticket that they buy to the fight, sometimes they buy another kind of ticket. They buy an annihilation ticket to annihilate the opposing threat. Now that purchase is going to get them a ticket elsewhere where all they're going to have to do is fight. Now they fighting for their life. Now they fighting for their manhood. Now they fighting for their reputation and their ego. All that shit that could have been avoided. So CJ and Go Yayo, even again, I don't even think that that's warranted to be in the same bout. Weight class, experience, age, all that. I don't even think that's a fair fight. If they were going to just say, hey, let's just scrap. If they were just going to say, let's just scrap, hey, that would be respected. But I don't even think that it would be a fair fight then. We wish we could see something like that. But even again, like I said, it's a mismatch. It's a mismatch. So my thoughts on that, the two Fort Worth individuals, man, y'all doing something that most cities can't do. Y'all pushing y'all music, y'all being heard, and y'all being seen, and y'all being received. It's so many young artists who wish they could be heard and seen and received. They wish they could be in that position. They wish they could post something and get so much traction and motion. They wish they can have streams. They wish they can have downloads. They wish they could do shows. They wish they could travel. They wish they could buy diamonds, jewelry. They wish they had a clique. They wish they had a hood they could rep. It's so many younger individuals that's watching these Texas iconic guys wishing they could be like them, studying them. But now they get to study self-destruction or destruction if they don't think business-wise. If they don't think turn all this into some revenue, a check, hey man, it might not turn out good. And that ain't what we want to see here in Texas. We got some new youngsters out there putting on, getting it popping. Like Go Yayo potential. Go Yayo really a rock star. But he have to let go of trying to prove something to the hood. His talent, his charisma, his ability to turn it on, turn it off, his artistry, just everything about him, he's a fucking rock star. He don't have nothing to prove to this imaginary hood shit because society and social media, they're like the Roman Colosseum back in the day. They bloodthirsty. They want to see you crash out. They want to see you jump off the cliff. But those of us who've lived to get to the other side, dog, that's the waste of time and the waste of life. Don't let your demise be our entertainment. Don't let your self-destruction be our entertainment, because at the end of the day, you personally are the one gonna have to suffer. I saw something I've been telling my son for quite some time now. And I hated to tell my son this. I told my son when he reached a certain level of his artistry that he was being so real. Son, you're gonna have to scale back. He like, what do you mean? I say, man, you trying to be real in an industry that's fake than a $4 bill. I wanted to say some cuss words, but I'm trying to go by the guidelines. I say, you trying to be real in an industry that's faker than a mofo. Damn it, boy. I had to tell my son, stop being real. Damn it, man. I had to tell my son, stop being real, my nigga. You want to be real? Be real in real life. But when you fooling with this entertainment, man, stop trying to be real. A nigga trying to be real is in last place in entertainment. But I saw Sean Cotton say Cheese TV tell Go Yayo straight up, you gotta be fake. A certain part of your artistry, a certain part of who you are, you have to be fake. He trying to tell a real nigga to be fake. And that's hard for these young 30-year-old, under 30 ass young niggas that they whole life they've been conditioned to be real and solid. But the world has changed. The world has flipped. Everything is ass backwards. Everything is ass backwards. You're losing if you out here trying to be 100% real. Listen, did you see this word? You see this word trill? I'm really that. I'm really from that branch, that city, that affiliation and everything. But because the world has changed so much, nobody give a damn. It still surprise some folk when they see me. They still get excited, I ain't gonna lie. But the majority of the people, they don't understand what they looking at. And they don't give a damn. But I'ma say this to sum up that situation. CJ and Go Yayo, I wish y'all could find common ground to agree to disagree and keep being rap stars. Get y'all money, keep helping y'all families and yourselves and your community. I don't know why them boys at odds. Like I said, that's Fort Worth business, but it's Texas business, me being an OG. Now let's get to Sauce Walker and Go Yayo. Why did that take place? Why is they at each other? Before he went to prison, it seemed like they were kind of at odds a bit that I saw. I don't know if they've went to the point of no return. It seems maybe they haven't because they're talking. They're slick hating. They high siding. And now you have a match made in heaven. Because you got two little titans. I ain't going to call them little because they men. You got two titans in their own right. Let's take finances out of it. Let's talk about just two young, fired up, wired up, lit ass niggas. That's what they are. They both know how to talk that talk. You know what I'm saying? They both got the gift of gab. They know how to take over. They know how to vocalize and just, you know what I'm saying, cover everything to make everybody shut up. They know how to stand on it. You know what I'm saying? Now, this is a match vocally and possibly physically that can strum up millions of dollars. It can, if they kept it business and marketed it right. Now, I hear they say they want to do some punching off camera. Man, this ain't Clint Eastwood movie when him and that dude, I forgot what it was called, but everybody wanted to see this fight and him and the dude went fought in private. Man, this ain't Bruce Lee going call a nigga out at the Shaolin Temple. Y'all niggas is entertainers. Yeah, y'all some young, real street niggas, but y'all niggas didn't put y'all life on camera, on social media, nigga. Yeah, we want to see it. Nigga, that shit will strum up millions of dollars. That's a hell of a prize fight. Two of the most shit-talkingest nigga in Texas who can scrap. We done seen both of these niggas online kicking niggas' ass. You seen it? You seen Go Yayo out there in the hood fighting like a motherfucker? You done seen Sauce Walker in malls and everything. That's some scrapping ass little niggas. Okay, now we finally got a almost an even match. And I ain't talking about money. I ain't talking about fame. I'm talking about two niggas talking shit. Like Sauce would say, man, let's put the guns down. We gonna handle this. That's what Texas want to see. And I'm glad we're here in Texas because we were raised right. Now, a lot of us are wild. We wild, but we ain't wild as, you know what I'm saying, our other brothers in other places who immediately pop, 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 dead bodies. You see what I'm saying? You want niggas talking. So hopefully, excuse me, they can find a common ground and settle that with either a bout or a string of bouts or leave that shit alone. Because nobody want to see neither one of them young men, you know what I'm saying, in a box and also the other one in a box. You know, two for the price of one. Two of them put in the box. One of them in the cage and one of them in the ground. Nobody want to see that, man. So like again, I've seen it, you know, all across social media. I wasn't even going to speak on it. But as an OG, as an older man, as a father of a young man in his early 20s, mid 20s, I wanted to speak on that. Nobody want to see y'all crash all the way out. The entertaining way y'all communicate, ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Niggas ain't sensitive. Niggas ain't sensitive. The nigga Sauce sitting up there with that big old ass $1 billion grill in his mouth talking about, I don't want to fight you for no money because I want to continue to see you poor. That shit is hilarious. You know what I'm saying? Now go Yayo. He talking shit too. All that shit is entertaining, man. My nigga, we can handle it. But nobody want to be saying, damn, man, somebody lost their life to this shit. Man, damn, somebody got 50 years for that shit. Like, man, nobody want to see that shit. That ain't no fucking points for Texas. That ain't no points for the culture. It ain't no points for hip hop. So I pray, honestly, that it all can be squashed, even if they got to get a little physical. Niggas in their early 30s, 20s, man, that's what we do. We aggressive. We might scrap. But I wish they could just leave it at that. You know what I'm talking about? It's your player partner, Hezeleo, man. Hey, man, follow me on all social media sites. And I'll be getting back at y'all sooner than later. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I'm out.